Okay, we're recording. We're going to do this all over again. When you get your switches, it will have a detent. Click, click, click. So you remove that detent. You do this by bending the little spring clip downward in 2 positions. Here, bend it down, and there, bend it down. It will disengage. The switch will roll free. Also, the little locator tab, you bend that down as well. We don't use that. Next, you take your 20 gears and you will drill the center of the 20 gear. You will do so incrementally in 2 or 3 stages to get your size, and you do a test hole in a piece of wood. You want this to fit the switch snugly. Okay, and it fits snug. So when you're drilling this, you want to hold it very loosely with a pair of pliers like this. There's your board, and you will drill down. When you're done that, this will fit your switch snugly. Then you drill your switch boards. I'm drilling 2 because I'm going to have an upper and lower deck. And on the bottom piece, you need to build up the back to hold your 50 gear pilot shafts, which are just 2 drill bits. I would leave a space here and here for facilitate mounting of the switchboard. Okay, so when you put your switch in, I like to screw the switches in tight. I screw the switch into the board snugly. There you go. Then you put your washer on, put the nut down, and you tighten it snugly with the pliers. Fidgeting with it here. Okay, that's not important. Now I'm going to spin this one around. This is a much nicer one. You can see here I already have the lower decks mounted. Here's the upper deck switch. We're going to press the 50 gear into the lower switch. Here's the pilot shafts again. This is, I forgot to do that stage. You'll put your 20 gear on, mesh the 50 gear, drill down your drill bit into the wood in behind, and you will leave the pin there. That will become your pilot shaft for the 50 gear. So going ahead now, put our 50 gear in, connect it to the servo, and power on. So bring it in real close here. The servo's rotating the gears. I'll give you a better look at that. There's one there. This one has its upper deck switch in as well. I'm going to show you the piggyback coupling technique right now. Sorry for fidgeting with the camera and stuff. If you want to mount your upper deck switches, you need to do a coupler. And we do that with 2 little thin strips of aluminum from an escutcheon plate. This is a tag from fire extinguisher. We cut 2 little thin strips. We put them into the gear spline. I'm actually going to couple this upper one here if you can see it. Put these into the switch spline here. And a little piece of drinking straw on top. Hoping you can see that. And then we set our upper deck switches in, there, like so. And when we tighten the upper deck switch, we don't tighten it all the way down. We're going to leave it floating a bit. It wants to dance around a little bit, so we're going to let it do that. We try to clamp it down tight. It just wants to bind up the switches and it doesn't want to roll free. So there's our right into the tunnel there. We coupled the upper and lower deck switches to make a piggyback switch set. We'll turn this around now. You can see the displays. I'll have to take the camera in my hand again. There we go. Using the trim a little bit, and there's your vertical axes. Were a little out of sync. I have to readjust the gear set at the back. We'll trim down a bit. There we go, we're getting all 12 there. This cabinet is a much better built. You can see the doors open up here. You can hinge in, look inside. There's the batteries. My drive matrix is down below, so the wiring will be all nice and clean. Some meters on the front panel. And this is a much better construction. So we'll leave it at that for now, and then the next videos will give you some more information. Again, you can see there's an upper and lower deck switches on this one. It has 2 deck switches. Thank you.